Hi, my name is Simone.
Simone first came to CJLA through our expungement help desk. She was looking for assistance in sealing her past criminal record, and she did have a lengthy criminal history, and it was apparent that history was a result of drug addiction.
I was addicted to drugs for 16 years. I mean, I come from a good family. That's evident. But I just went the wrong path. I started, hanging out with people that, were smoking marijuana and doing stuff like that. That escalated. They always say it escalates, and it did. It went from marijuana to cocaine, and that just took me out. I had a lot of cases, a lot of theft cases, from going in people's stores trying to steal their alcohol, stealing the clothes, and thinking I wouldn't get caught, and I would go and sell this stuff for money to go buy drugs. I went to jail, in and out of jail. I even went to a couple of treatment centers during that time. Went to like a few detoxes or whatever, and I would go in and come out. I would do a 30-day program and come out and start back up again.
Simone was at a point in her life where she was 6 years sober and hadn't been arrested in over 8 years at that point. And the law allows people that suffered from past addiction to seal their records. Crimes of theft and possessions are eligible under the law, but the longer your record, the harder it is to do on your own.
The cases that I had, I really needed some help, and it was for me to try to get a lawyer at that time. I worked at White Castle, minimum wage job. There was no way.
Based on the length of Simone's criminal record, the judge was not willing to just have a motion in his courtroom. He called for a full hearing in which he wanted a witness to testify on her behalf. He wanted to subject her to direct and cross-examination. Simone's testimony the day in court included both talking about her past, but talking about where she had come. Her sister was a great character witness because she was able to talk about Simone during the dark years, but also support Simone in her bright years, in her present. After hearing her testimony, after hearing her sister's testimony on her behalf, the judge granted the sealing of her record, as he should have, and he was the first of many agencies and individuals to come that once they knew Simone and knew all she had done in her life since her record, gave her the relief that she deserved. After presenting evidence of her rehabilitation and where her life had come since, she has her nursing degree today.
I have 5 children, 4 are living. I have DeAndre, he's 21. I have Erica, she's 16. I have Devontae, who is no longer with us. He would be 14 now. Brittany is 9, and Brianna is 7. When I went in treatment, they had already took my daughter. Brittany was gone, so my goal was to try to get her back, and that's what I did. I just fought and jumped through hoops. DCFS puts you through, everything. You just have to jump through hoops. Everything they told me to do, I did. And I got my baby back.
Simone's son DeAndre saw her go down her path of addiction. Addiction doesn't just harm the person who suffers from it, but it affects every aspect of their life, their family and their friends. And
he saw a lot.
It was hard to, only see your mom sometime, and you did see her, she would not look in the best condition. And
so not only did he witness her downhill spiral, her addiction, but DeAndre witnessed her revival, her recovery, her return his mother's return into his life.
I moved back in with my mom when I was a freshman. And I don't know, we built up our relationship, and I mean, like, we're really close now. Talk to my mom every day, probably 3 or 4 times a day.
DeAndre has been arrested a couple times himself.
I kind of did kind of go down the wrong path for a little bit. I kind of strayed away. It was, I don't know, it was just, I guess, a lot of emotional stress, and I just kept it bottled in. And
he recognizes he needs to take care of his minor record now, so it never prevents him from his future success either. And we'll be working with him to do that as well.
I love what I do. I enjoy helping people, and I just love my job. I do. I come from 4 generations of nursing. My great-grandmother was a nurse, my grandmother was a nurse, and my mother is a nurse. And then I'm the 4th generation of nursing. I've been helped so many ways. I've had so much family support. My sister, my mother, my aunt, my husband. He just backed me 100%. I just want to give back what was so freely given to me. I was able to, be helped, and now I would like to help other people.
A criminal record overrides everything else you've accomplished. Expungement and sealing, it allows somebody to live their life as they are today and not who they were in the past.
CGLA is just a blessing. Truly, truly a blessing. Beth is just wonderful. Because if it was not for her and helping me get through this, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Because now I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse. So I'm just really, really grateful for CGLA.
I dare you to love, I dare you